Hi my dear students, welcome back to Tungal online classes. In the last class we already learned the application of biotechnology in agriculture. Today some more applications in the same agricultural field. First one is reduce the post harvesting loss first, and second one is preparation of nutrition food. And here the one example is flavor saver tomato. The flavor saver tomato, the main concept is to reduce the post harvest loss. This is actually main concept. For that, what we have to do, just native genes of tomato we have to block. The native genes which is useful to ripening of fruit or useful to softening of tomato cell wall. The genes are polygalactonase, enzyme. The polygalactonase enzyme expression is stopped in tomato plant. Here this enzyme have the capacity to soft the tomato cell wall. Due to that, what happened? The fruit is become soft, as well as it going to ripe early. Once tomato is going to ripe, it going to easily damage. To escape this problem, what we did? We are going to block this enzyme activity. Then now what happened? Due to the lack of enzyme, or enzyme expression, the tomato fruit cell wall do not degraded. So that's why it can survive for a long time. Clear? So that's why it is also called as long shelf. By this process we can reduce the post harvest loss of tomato. Clear? So this is actually one application of in agriculture. And next one is preparation of nutrition food or nutritional food. Here nutritional food, like for example golden rice is the best example. The rice is yellow in color, so that's why it is called as golden rice. Here 3 genes which are responsible for beta carotenoids. These 3 genes are isolated from 2 plants. One plant is daffodils and second plant is Erwinia. From these 2 plants, 3 genes are isolated and inserted into the rice plant. Now this beta carotenoids is act as provitamin A. Now each and every seed, like you can see rice seed, it is containing high amount of vitamin A. Here nutritional food, the best example is golden rice. Rice's scientific name is Oryza sativa, genus and species. And here which is belong to Gramineaceae family, monocot. 3+3. Just recall the morphological knowledge. Next, the rice is yellow in color. The rice is yellow in color. So that's why it is called as what? Golden rice. It is called as what? Golden rice. Here, three genes from two plants. Three genes from two plants were isolated and inserted into the rice plant. So these two genes are which are responsible for beta carotenoids. Beta carotenoids. Here these three genes from two plants, one is daffodil plants and second one is Erwinia plant. Erwinia plant. From daffodils, two genes are isolated for which is responsible for beta carotenoids, and second one from second plant one gene is isolated. Now in the plant, these beta carotenoids are act as provitamin A. So here, now what happened? In each and every seed of the Oryza sativa, now it is containing what? Vitamin A. Each seed of Oryza sativa is consist of vitamin A. So this is actually second one. Preparation of what? Nutritional food. In the last class we already discussed like pharmaceutical crops or pharmaceutical plants like Brassica napus seeds. Brassica napus. Here simple hyaluron genes from human. Which genes are responsible for hyaluron? Hyaluron is a like protein which is responsible for blood clotting factor, that one is. So this natural blood clotting factor is isolated from some eukaryotic cells like humans and transferred into Brassica napus seed. Now these Brassica napus seeds are containing hyaluron protein. Instead of taking of hyaluron medicines, just the person is going to having Brassica napus seeds. So this is actually what application of biotechnology in agriculture field. Like what we discuss, first BT cotton, second mRNA silencing, third reduce the post harvesting loss, and fourth one is nutritional food. Application of biotechnology in medical field. Here by using of RDNA technology we can prepare large amount of efficient and safe drug we can prepare, and such a drug nothing but protein, it is exactly equal to human synthesized protein, and such protein or such a proteinaceous therapy which is not cause any side effects first, and second and this protein therapy, it is not going to stimulate any unwanted immune response. And last point is here, nearly 30 types of recombinant proteins or recombinant therapies are already available throughout the worldwide. In that, 12 proteinaceous therapies are available in India. Let's write the points. By using of RDNA technology, we can produce large amount of effective and safe drugs we can obtain or we can produce first. And second, here we can obtain the proteins, like for example human proteins. Human protein example is insulin. We can obtain the proteins from non-human source. Non-human source. And third, so these proteins are do not harmful to health, and as well as they do not stimulate any unwanted immune response. Clear? And again here nowadays we have nearly 30 types of protein which are recombinant proteins. Recombinant proteins or 30 types of proteinaceous therapies are using and also available throughout the world. Out of 30 types of recombinant proteins in India, 12 types of recombinant proteins which are available in India. Clear? Let's see, in NCERT it is given regarding engineered insulin. It is given regarding engineered insulin. And you know very well regarding insulin here. Insulin is a proteinaceous hormone. It is a polymer of protein as well as amino acid. This long chain of proteinaceous hormone which is secreted by pancreas gland. What is the role of insulin in human? Insulin is very essential for body normal functions. Beside that, this insulin have the capacity to regulate the sugar level in human. Let's read the points. Insulin is a proteinaceous hormone. It is a proteinaceous hormone and it is a polymer of polypeptide chains. In the chapter number 11, we already discussed regarding polypeptide chains. Two amino acids are come together to form of one polypeptide bond. Polypeptide bond is formed due to the amino acids. Here, the insulin is a combination of two long polypeptide bonds. Here, this insulin genes actually they are present in chromosome number 11. On chromosome number 11, gene A as well as gene B both are present. Gene A, which is responsible for one polypeptide chain, and gene B, it is responsible for second polypeptide chain. And which cells are secrete the insulin? Beta cells. Beta cells of Langerhans cells. Nothing but what? Pancreas. Which is secrete the insulin. Then what is the role of insulin in human? Insulin role in human. What is the role? First, insulin, it have the capacity to regulate sugar level, or nothing but glucose level in blood. Beside of this, the insulin is necessary for normal body functions. Clear? Next, what is the role of insulin in the human? Simple. When, for example, when you're having of meals or like wheat, rice, whatever it may be, dal, what happen? If it is protein, the protein is like what? Long polypeptide chain. This long polypeptide chains is broken into monomer to amino acids. And if we are having of polysaccharides to monosaccharides to glucose. Where the diffusion takes place? In small intestine with the help of microvilli. Now what happened? The food is completely digested. The energy molecules, the smallest units, are diffused into the blood. Now the blood is containing plenty of glucose molecules or protein molecules are there. So it is clear. Then what is the role of insulin in this process? Here, when blood is containing more amount of glucose as well as protein molecules are there, immediately pancreas gland is activated. Pancreas gland is nothing but what? Beta Langerhans cells are activated and start the releasing of insulin hormone. Now it is entered into the blood. Okay. Now along with the glucose molecule, insulin also be transferred and reach to the one target cell. In the 11th class, we already discussed regarding fluid mosaic model. Just we have to interlink with the fluid mosaic model. Upper surface is containing what? One chain like that is there, na? That is called as what? Glycoproteins. Glycoprotein, it is act as receptor of insulin. Now this insulin is going to lock with the glycoprotein receptor. Then immediately this receptor insulin complex is formed. Immediately the cell membrane containing protein channels like tunnels we call here glucose GLUT4 glucose transport 4 channel is open. Then through this channel the blood containing glucose molecules or protein molecules which are entered into the cell. Then when glucose molecule is entered into the cell, what happen? Respiration. So in the presence of oxygen, these glucose molecules are completely burned and produce energy. So this energy is very essential for what? Catabolism as well as metabolism reactions. Clear, got the point or not? If insulin is not suppresses, then what happen? So this insulin is not going to bind with the receptors. Then complex is not formed. If complex is not formed, then what happen? Glucose 3 channel is not open. If it is not open, the blood containing glucose molecules are not entered into the cell. Then how the cell is going to survive? How the cell is going to done the metabolism like catabolism as well as anabolism? Got the point or not? Let the write notes. Here when we having of proteins like meals as well as polysaccharides, what happen? This complex polysaccharides are get converted into simple molecules. Where they are going to form? In small intestine. What they are formed? Like amino acids as well as glucose molecules. Are formed. With the help of microvilli, they are diffused into blood. They are diffused into the blood. When, now what happened? Now glucose concentration, the glucose concentration is increased in blood. When glucose molecules are increased in the blood, then what happen? Immediately pancreas gland is going to activated. Which gland? Pancreas. Pancreas gland is activated. So now it is going to start the secreted the proteinaceous hormone. Proteinaceous hormone. Now it is entered into blood. Now the blood is containing glucose molecules as well as insulin. Now the blood is containing insulin as well as food molecules, simplest food molecules. Now they are reached to one target cell. Reached to one target cell. Now the target cell is containing what? The target cell surface. The target cell surface is containing receptors. Insulin receptors are present. These insulin receptors, they are called as what? Glycoproteins. Glycoproteins on cell surface. The cell surface containing glycoproteins which are act as what? Receptors. Especially for what? Insulin receptors. Okay. Let's see one small diagram. Here, this is a cell surface, fluid mosaic model. Here. Now the cell surface is containing what? Here receptors are present. This is what? A receptor. Which receptor? Glucose. Which receptor? Insulin accepting receptors. When insulin concentration is increased, automatically what happen? Pancreas, it going to release insulins. Release the insulin. Now this insulin molecules which are going to bind to receptors. Which are going to bind with a receptor. Now what happened here? These channels are present. These are called as what? Glucose, GLU, glucose transporter 4. Here, glycoproteins, glycoprotein plus insulin are both are bent form of complex is formed. Now what happened? Glucose transport 4 is open. Glucose transport 4 is open. Now the excess amount of glucose molecules, they can easily diffuse through this channel. Now glucose molecules are enter into target cell. In within cell what happen? These glucose molecules are oxidized, nothing but respiration. Nothing but what? Respiration, and to produce energy. Nothing but ATP molecules are formed. Now this energy is need for metabolism. Need for metabolism. Clear? So this is actually a role of insulin in human cell. If insulin is not secreted or sufficient amount of insulin is not secreted in the cell, then what happen? It is cause any disease? Yes, it is cause the diseases. See here, if insulin is formed, then only glycoprotein insulin complex is formed, then glucose transport 4 channel is open, glucose molecules are entered into the target cell. If it is not released, glucose transport 4 channel is not opened, then more amount of protein molecules as well as glucose molecules are accumulated in only blood. Then it is going to lead what? Disease, that polyglycemia, nothing but diabetes mellitus. And also diabetes mellitus, diabetes insipidus or polyuria, polydipsia, like different disease is going to cause. Let's write here, if pancreas is not release the insulin, or sufficient amount of insulin is not released, then what happen? More amount of glucose molecules are accumulated in blood. It going to cause polyglycemia. It is also called as diabetes mellitus. And also next diseases are diabetes insipidus and polyuria and polydipsia and polyphagia or polyphagic. So these are actually deficiency of insulin. Clear? Next here polyuria, nothing but insipidus, both are same. In this case what happen? More amount of frequent urine is formed. Next polydipsia. In this case what happen? The person is more thirst. And in this case, polyphagic case, here the person is hunger. Person is always hunger. Beside of this, it is also be needed for normal body functions. It is also need the insulin. It is also need for normal body functions. Okay. Next here, first time Banting, best scientist. Banting and Best, these both scientists are first isolated the insulin from dog pancreas. And at the beginning, this dog pancreas insulin causes allergies to human. Then before that insulin is obtained from the pig. Let's write it. First, his name is Banting and Best, and also MacLeod. Banting, Best, MacLeod. So these three scientists are first isolate the insulin from dog pancreas. Later, Banting as well as MacLeod, these both scientists are again isolated the insulin from pig. And this not only isolated, they already successfully injected to humans. So that's why they got Nobel Prize. They got the Nobel Prize. Clear? Next, in NCERT one question is there. Here there is any alternate source is there to preparation of human insulin? Answer is what? Yes. By using of recombination DNA technology, same human body containing insulins we can prepare in laboratory also. Next question is asked. Those persons are suffering from diabetes, they will give the injections. They will give insulin injection, they will give. Then why not take orally? Then if you take the insulin orally, then what happen? The answer is, the insulin is what? It is a polypeptide bond. It is what? Long polypeptide bond. If you are having through orally, then what happen? This long polypeptide bonds are digested or degraded by peptidase enzyme. What happen in small intestine? They are going to break down into peptides to amino acids. Now there is no insulin. Insulin is a combination of two long polypeptide chains. Now this already cleaves. So there is no more insulin. Clear? So that's why insulin should be taken through only injections, not from orally. Clear? Let's see the structure of insulin. Structure of insulin. Insulin generally it is a combination of two long polypeptide bonds. First, chain A and chain B. Chain A it is containing nearly 21 amino acids. Chain B it is containing 30 amino acids. Altogether 51 amino acids are present in insulin protein. Two genes are responsible for production of chain A and chain B. After synthesis, these two long polypeptide chains are joined by disulfide bonds. Then only it is act as what? Insulin. Write it. Insulin it is a combination of two long polypeptide chains. For that, two genes are responsible. First gene it expressed produce chain A and second gene produce chain B. Chain A it is a combination of nearly 21 amino acid. Chain B it is a combination of nearly 30 amino acid. Altogether how many? 51 amino acids are present in one insulin, effective insulin. Here these two chains are joined by disulfide bonds. So then only it is formed, active insulin is formed. Generally in human at the beginning, initially insulin is containing three chains like chain A and chain B and chain C also be present. Chain A is how many? 21, 30 and 33 amino acid of chain C is also present. If three chains are present in insulin, it is called as what? Proinsulin. Proinsulin. This proinsulin is activated by loss of chain C. By loss of chain C. Next, here with the help of RDNA technology, we can make the insulin. What you have to do first? From human 11th chromosome, A genes we have to separate it from chromosome number 11 and we have to insert in a one E. coli cell. And same B genes we have to isolate from chromosome number 11 and insert to the second E. coli cell. Now first E. coli cell is producing chain A, second E. coli cell producing chain B. After separate production of these two chains, just we are going to isolate and purify it. After that, just we have to joint it with the help of disulfide bonds. Now it is become as what? Insulin. What have to do? Two bacteria. Here E. coli 1 and again E. coli 2. Here in this E. coli 1, here genes A is inserted, here gene B is inserted. After what we have to do? Just separated as well as purification, just we are going to joint this A and B chains with the help of disulfide bonds. Now recombinant insulin is formed. Clear? Insulin structure. So this is insulin here. At the beginning it is called as what? Proinsulin. It is a combination of one short chain, polypeptide chain A and second chain B and third chain is C. So initially it is containing how many chains? 3 polypeptide chains. It is called as what? Proinsulin. So when it is become as matured, this C chain is going to free up. It is going to remove from A as well as B. Later, in between this short chain of A and little bit long chain of B, here what? SS, disulfide bonds are formed. So these two chains are jointed by diphosphate bonds, and this C chain is free up from insulin. Now this is called as what? Effective or matured insulin. And in NCERT it is already given Eli Lilly company, Eli as well as Eli Lilly and one American company, it is already started the production of insulin with the help of RDNA technology. The first insulin is called as Humulin. Humulin is the first artificial recombinant insulin. And in India, in Pune, one institute is there, that is Shreya Biotechnology Institute is there. Now that is in such institute also preparation of insulin is going on. So this is actually complete information regarding insulin, genetically engineered insulin. Thank you all of you.